Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all of you. My name is Cik Fazira binti Draman. My matric number is 91010703529001. I am student at OUM Petaling Jaya Learning Center and my course is in Bachelor of Nursing Science. Today, I would like to give an informative speech about hand hygiene. Before we go through more deep about hand hygiene, I want to show one of poster. We can see from this poster, if you in this situation, would you like to shake this hand? I think of course no. Why? That's because we don't want to be infected, right? How can we avoid to be in this situation? Despite the rapid development, most developing countries still face many infectious diseases. There are various methods of disease transmission have been identified. The use of our body is a common thing we use every day, no matter when cooking, washing, cultivating, working, and others. The hand is an important part of human body. Most daily activities are done by hands. The hands and fingers are the main source of infections. While doing various daily activities, our hands come in contact with dirty things, with various types of bacteria. Transmission of infection through the hands is responsible for automatic infection through the feral-oral route seen at threadworm infestation or through food handlers. Our hands are actually easily contaminated, even if we do not see them with the naked eyes. Microscopic germs and viruses can stick to our hands and make us sick if we do not carefully clean our hands regularly. According to some studies, our hands have about 5,000 germs at a time. Hand washing for the transmission of helminthic disease borne by children who play with infected dust or soil containing helminthic ovum infects their own food with contaminated hands. We touch many things throughout the day. By washing hands are one of the best way to stay away from pain. Hand-to-hand transmissions play an important role in foodborne illnesses such as typhoid, ambesis, and giardiasis. Some people, like those who take their food from a dirty, hostile environment, street hawker, or busy food stall on the road, are more susceptible to the infection. After touching contaminated object, touching the face, eyes, mouth, the infection spreads. Usually, we get infected when our hands are dirty by touching something after using the laundry room or while we blow our nose or after sneezing, before and after eating, after touching raw meat, poultry or fish dealing with sick people or pets. This can happen at home, at school, at work, while we are on traveling. Okay, the microorganisms that cause infection in hospitals are usually spread through the hands of health officials. Health officials should perform hand hygiene after contact with suspected infected patient and their environment. Studies have shown that washing hands before and after treating patients can reduce the spread of bacteria in healthcare. Pathogens are transferred from one person or team to another. The sentence is the opposite. The cleanliness of civilized hands is considered a major part of personal hygiene. Prevention is better than both for the general population and health service provider. Hand hygiene is the cornerstone of preventing most infectious disease. Hygiene behavior is one paramount importance for serious infectious disease. Hand washing is the single most important infection prevention procedure. Wash hands thoroughly with soap and water. This will wash away the contaminants. Hand washing leads to significant reduction in the number of organisms to prevent potential infections. While washing hands with soap and water, standard operative technique should be followed. If hand washing is not done properly, we can miss few areas, but no area should be missed during the hand washing. Hands should be washed for a minimum of 40 seconds to 60 seconds longer. If the hands are visible soil, always wet your hands before you apply soap on it. It will serve to stop them getting dry. Be sure air dry or use personal towel to dry them properly so they don't get chapped. But don't use common towel to dry our hands. Studies show that washing hands with soap is part of the most effective and inexpensive ways to prevent disease. It's no use getting your hands really clean if you touch the same tap that your dirty hands touch. It's best to turn off the tap with a towel, paper towel or tissue. You need to cover your hands with just enough to wet them all over and rub until your hands are dry. Sometimes these organisms are transmitted from one infected person to the number of persons, maybe in the household, classroom, or office where we spend most of the time. Hand washing is not only necessary for chronic disease like tuberculosis, but remember, it's also for the new emerging disease. Those are very serious. Hand washing may be a single most important action to control the spread of infections and stay. Hand washing is an important step we can take to prevent the spread disease. In our daily activities, we touch many surfaces. On this surface, there are bacteria or viruses that are the cause of disease. Among the things that can be cause bacteria or virus to stick to the hands, such as shaking hands, holding door handles, pipes, kitchen utensils, toilet equipment, and others. Hands can act as bacterial or viral transfer agent when touching the face, especially eyes, nose, and mouth. Our hands may look clean, but this does not mean that they are free from harmful microorganisms. Everyone knows that hand washing is especially important in preventing the spread of disease. However, to what extent do we practice proper hand washing methods. Washing hands with soap and water is a great way to get rid of dirt, bacteria, or virus from the surface of the skin. Clean hands can prevent the spread of microorganisms from one individual to another. The culture of hand washing should be practiced among all ages. Children are particularly vulnerable to infectious disease because they are less careful when rubbing their eyes or wiping the nose after touching other objects or individuals. Therefore, they need to be educated on the importance of washing hands properly before eating and after using the toilet. As parents, it is important to have awareness in maintaining hand hygiene and play a role in educating their children. The practice of washing hands properly should also be continued. By example, in child care center, this is because preschool children are prone to disease that are easily spread when associating with each other. The practice of hand wash should be also applied in schools to maintain the healthy student. In conclusion, by practice proper hand washing, measure can reduce the risk of bacterial infections without us realizing it. Lastly, I would like to show you the easiest 7 steps to wash hand more effectively. I hope all of you enjoy my video. Thank you. Berapa minit ni?